Hey guys, Shaden here, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Easy to Learn Japanese. With JLPT exams coming up in December, I thought it might be useful to go over a past paper and do some practice questions. So here's a question paper here, Mondai Yoshi, and this is the vocabulary section. Let's start off with question 1, will we? Okay, so in this underlined section, の言葉はひらがなでどう書きますか? So, in the underlined section, as for the words there, how do you write them in hiragana? Okay, so we've got an example question here. Something, 絵があります. So, the meaning of this question, or this sentence, is there is a big picture. And we've got 4 possible answers here. 大きな, 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 or 大きな. Now, this character here means big, and it's read as 大きな. Just for this example, I'll give it straight away. Now, we can see that the first answer is 大きな, and this is the correct answer here. Notice that there's 2 o hiragana, so it creates a long o sound. The reason it's not answer 2 is because this is read as okina. And in fact, you might be thinking most of the time when you hear the o sound in Japanese, it's a combination of o and is there an u character? This character down here, u. So you'd have o and u. And that creates the o sound. But in this specific word, okina or oki, which is another way to say big, it uses a combination of 2 o. So just keep that in mind. And another way they've tried to trick you here is with this character, yes, sure, oki is the kunyomi reading. But if you were to take this kanji, you could also have the onyomi reading of dai or tai. For example, you might know the word for university or college, and that's daigaku, and that uses this kanji in the first of that combination. You might also know the word taisetsu, which uses tai as the reading of this character. So don't get confused with onyomi and kunyomi. So this example, question 1, 大きな. 大きな絵があります. There's a big picture. So let's get into it. Something, デパートに買い物に行きました. Okay, so I'll tell you the meaning of this sentence is last week, I went shopping at the department store. So you can actually break down this kanji compound, and this character is previous, and this character means week. So previous week, last week, you get the idea. One tactic I can provide to translate Japanese sentences if you're a beginner is start from the end of the sentence and work backwards. So we've got 行きました, 買い物に行きました, to go shopping. デパートに, at the department store. And this word, last week. So you've got I went shopping at the department store last week. Sometimes it helps to work backwards. Okay, so the objective here is to actually have the hiragana translation of the kanji. So let's look at our options here. We've got senshu, senshu, zenshu, zenshu. Alright, so this is senshu. And keep in mind that's a long vowel sound at the end. Shu, not shu, shu. So senshu, this is incorrect. Zenshu, this is ze, which is not the right reading here. This is sen with a s. So this is wrong, and it's also wrong because this is a short vowel sound at the end. Zenshu, this time we've got the right shu at the end for week, this character's reading, but the beginning is incorrect. So the correct answer here is senshu. 先週デパートに買い物に行きました. 先週デパートに買い物に行きました. I went shopping at the department store last week. Okay, so the correct answer is 2. Second question. ご飯の something で散歩します。After dinner or after the meal. It can be ambiguous sometimes, but usually it's some kind of meal, breakfast, lunch or dinner. 散歩します. To walk or to go for a stroll. Okay, so the objective here is to find the hiragana reading of this character, which means after in this context. Our first possible answer, tsugi. That means next, so that's wrong. Ushiro. Some of you might be thinking that this is correct, and that's because this is a possible reading for this character, but we can see from the context of this sentence, and the character that goes after this kanji, de, is almost always going to mean after. The meaning is after. And this, when it's read ushiro, means behind. For example, teiburu no ushiro, behind the table. So you would usually have a no character after this if it was going to be read as ushiro. Okay, so this is wrong, but it is a possible reading, just not the right one for this sentence. Mae, you might learn the characters for before and after together. So mae means before. And so that means our answer must be number 4, ato. So that's correct. ご飯の後で散歩します. So after the meal, I go for a stroll. So the correct answer is ato. 3. もう一度 something ください. So one more time, something please. So please do something, because this is a te form. Te ください is usually some kind of request or command. Alright, so our answers here are itte, kitte, matte, or tatte. So, itte is actually the correct answer here. もう一度言ってください, which means please say it again. You might even need to use this if you're in Japan or speaking with a Japanese person. It's polite. You can say もう一度言ってください. Maybe you didn't understand or it was too quick. Let's look at answer 2. Kitte. This is incorrect. Matte, which could mean wait. So it doesn't really make sense, but もう一度待ってください. Please wait one more time. Tatte, which means stand from the word tatsu. もう一度立ってください is a correct sentence, but this kanji means to say or to speak. And that's in dictionary form is yu, I, and then u. But this is the te form, which can be used for commands or requests. And that means our correct answer is number 1. Next. Question 4. 近くに something があります. So close by, 近くに nearby. Something があります. There is something nearby. Now, this character means mountain, and it kind of looks like a mountain if you look at it. Maybe there's a peak here. So let's look at the possible answers and see which one of these means mountain. So we've got kawa, which is like a river. Yama, which is the correct answer, mountain. Ike, which is a pond. Or umi, which is the sea or the beach. So obviously the correct answer here is yama. 近くに山があります. 近くに山があります. Question 5. このホテルは部屋が something です. このホテルは部屋が something です. So this means numerous or many. And the full sentence would be このホテルは at this hotel, or as for this hotel, 部屋 rooms が多いです. So there are many rooms at this hotel. So let's try and find a correct meaning for this word. 少ない which means few, is not correct. Oi is the correct answer. Means many. Oi. このホテルは部屋が多いです。Semi is narrow, and hiroi is spacious or wide. So once again, our answer here is 多い。このホテルは部屋が多いです。Pretty easy. Question 6. 友達と一緒に学校に行きます。I've given you the answer already, but maybe you might have trouble getting the right meaning because they're trying to trick you here with different readings. So we've got 学校. Good. This is what I was trying to explain with the example question, the difference between o and or with using this character twice or using the o sound and u. So this is wrong. 学校? No. If you notice the correct pronunciation when I say it is 学校, there's a little stop after ga and ko. 学校. So this is wrong. 学校. This is also wrong. It's basically the same reading as number 1, but using this character in hiragana instead of this. This is more typical to use u after an o sound, 学校, but it's wrong here. 3. 学校. Now this looks correct. And finally, 学校, but this is not the correct reading. It sounds correct, but we don't use hiragana o for this reading. It's question or answer 3 is the correct one here. 友達と一緒に学校に行きます. So with my friends, together with my friends, I go to school. 学校 means school. 7. 鉛筆が6本あります. Now this is a difficult one. Counters in Japanese are something so foreign for us English speakers, and there's quite a few difficulties when it comes to learning the counters because of different pronunciations. You might know how to count in Japanese and say, roku, 6. And this counter, hon, generally hon, you might say, that's book. I know book, so 6 books. But this is the counter, and when hon is used after a number, it generally means there are however many number there was. So in this example, 6 long cylindrical objects. So enpitsu means pencil. So a pencil is a long cylindrical object. Another example would be a straw. You might have some straws. But here we've got 6 pencils. Arimasu, 6 pencils. So this is where it gets a bit tricky because you might go, roku, hon. And you might, actually that's not even an answer they give you here, but that might be your initial thoughts when you see this. Roku, rokubon. This is incorrect. Rokupon. We've got pon after 6. When we say the counter here, we actually have to change hon to pon. It's just something that the Japanese do with their counters and pronunciation that makes it a little bit easier to flow off the tongue. But question or answer 2 here has the word roku, which, believe it or not, is incorrect here. We actually change roku to ro, and then that little stop that we saw when we said the word gakko in the previous example, ro. But here, notice, we've got tenten, which changes hiragana ho into bo. Now, this character or this counter can be read as bon, but that would be if there was 3. It would be sambon. But we've got 6, so this pronunciation changes to pon. So we've got the beginning part correct, ro, bon. Ropon is not correct. So that means answer 4, ropon, is correct. So 6. Enpitsu ga 6本あります. There are 6 pencils. Now you might want to study some counters before you take the exam because they can be a little tricky, especially when it comes to the readings. Question 8. この something は ikura desu ka? So this is a question. We can notice that by the use of ka at the end, desu ka. Ikura also is a question word, which means how much. So how much is this? Kono, whatever this is, and I'll tell you it means newspaper. So how much is this newspaper? And let's try and figure out the reading. You might be able to recognize these kanji characters if you've done any practice. This one, if you've ever heard or read the word atarashi, which means new. And this one is from kiku or kikimasu, to listen or to ask in some context. So you could, I guess, kind of extrapolate the meaning of newspaper from the new things you hear. So let's look at the readings we've got here. Shinbun, shinbun, shimun, shibun. Okay. When you hear this character in Japan, you're going to hear something that sounds like shinbun with an S-H-I-M kind of sound. And this happens before sounds like bu, which are quite strong. They soften the syllable before that, shinbun, shinbun. But actually it's shinbun. It wouldn't be wrong to say shinbun, but you might hear it in Japan pronounced something like shinbun with an M. So I've kind of given it away here, but the correct answer is shinbun. It's not shinmun, even if you think you hear an mu or an sound before that, it's shinbun. Shimun and shibun are incorrect. They don't even have a character here, because this in onyomi, which is the reading that is taken from the Chinese pronunciation, because kanji are originated from China, is shin. So shinbun is the correct answer. Question 9. このカメラは something です。このカメラは something です。This word here means cheap or inexpensive. And let's see what possible answers we have. Takai. Takai means expensive or tall, depending on context. Yasui. This is the right answer, means cheap. Omoi. Heavy. Karui. Light or not heavy, the opposite of omoi. So, このカメラは安いです。このカメラは安いです。This is a cheap camera. This character in different contexts and different compounds can actually mean peace. So just keep that in mind. It doesn't always mean cheap. It can mean peace as well. Question 10. 傘は something にあります。傘は something にあります。So the umbrella, kasa. As for the umbrella, kasa wa somewhere にあります. The umbrella is somewhere. So this character means outside. Ie, house. Naka. This might be the opposite of this character because this means inside. Soto. This is correct. This is the right reading. Or niwa, which means garden. So answer 3 is correct. Kasa wa soto ni arimasu. The umbrella is outside. Okay, so question 2. Got the same kind of setup here. They might ramp up the difficulty a little bit, but this is JLPT N5, so I don't think it should be too difficult. The example, 私の something は花が好きです。私の something は花が好きです。So my child likes flowers. 花が好きです。This could mean nose as well. We don't have kanji here, which is probably the most useful part of having kanji is you can know what the word is without Well, you don't have to use hiragana all the time because hana can also mean nose, but it would be quite strange if somebody's child liked noses. So I'm going to confidently guess that this means flower. So my child likes flowers. Kodomo. This is the difference. Okay, so we're picking the kanji here instead of hiragana. Okay, so kodomo. Question 2, or answer 2, kodomo. This is going to be correct, although domo here actually has a kanji, or kodomo has a different way to write this, but this is the most correct here. This is incorrect, this is incorrect, and this is incorrect. So this actually means child, this character here, ko. So kodomo. 11. Kesa, showerを浴びました. Kesa, shower を浴びました. So we have to change this hiragana into katakana. So this morning, kesa, shower を浴びました. I took a shower. This morning I took a shower. Shower, wa, and then this extends the last vowel, wa, shower. So this is actually correct here. Answer 2 is, notice this is an u, katakana u, so that's wrong. We need the katakana wa. This is a big point for beginners learning Japanese, is confusing the katakana for tsu and shi, or confusing the hiragana for n and so with the single stroke here. This is tsu, so this is not correct. You would not get the sound of sha by combining these characters. Again, this is just completely wrong. This uses tsu instead of shi, and again u instead of wa. So our correct answer here is answer 1, shower. Kesa shower を浴びました. Next question. Question 12. コーヒーを飲みました. I drank coffee. So, there's many different answers here with different kanji. We need to select the one that means to drink. And that one is answer 2. This is the right reading. Be careful about the different radicals. I know the first part looks the same. This first part is generally having something to do with food or consuming or eating or drinking, something like that, this first character. But then the next part is changing the meaning. So this is the one that we use for nomu or nomimasu, to drink. So the right answer here is number 2. Pay attention to the radicals. 13. 新しい車を買いました. 新しい車を買いました. I purchased a new car. Again, pay attention to the stroke order because it's quite easy to briefly skim over the character and think, oh yeah, that's correct, but especially here, because this is where you're going to make the mistakes. This little box here should contain one horizontal stroke in the middle. And it also has the vertical line continue all the way through. So this actually means morning, asa. And notice that in the middle here, the line does not continue through that box. Here it does, and this is the right answer. This is kuruma. Here, I don't know if you can see, but there are actually 2 strokes in that box horizontally, and that is incorrect. So the right answer here is 3. 新しい車を買いました and use this character for kuruma. 14. この帽子は1000円です. So this hat, 帽子 is hat. 1000円です is 1000 yen. Now we need the character for yen here. This character, nai, generally means inside. So that doesn't mean yen. This character is to use. This means use. Not from tsukao, but there are different words that mean use in Japanese. If you've ever used or learnt Chinese before, you might recognize this as yong. This satsu is incorrect. This is like a counter for magazines or books, sometimes books. And this is the right character. So this is what we use when we refer to yen, 1,000 yen. Question 15. 宿題が半分終わりました。宿題が半分終わりました。So I've finished half of the homework. 宿題 is homework. 半分, half. 終わります。終わりました。Past tense. To finish. Now, this section is really testing your ability to focus on radicals and focus on stroke order. So this character here actually means sheep. This character, I'm not sure, I'm not a native Japanese, so I haven't come across this before, but I don't recognize this, and it's definitely not the correct answer here. We've got this character again. The first one is correct, this means half. But this one is got the character for strength, chikara, underneath. Whereas what we want is, this is actually like a knife, like a katana, underneath these two strokes that are kind of like a roof. We've got underneath those, the character for katana. And this is the right answer for the second part, but we've got sheep at the front. So that doesn't make any sense. So that means answer 4 is the correct answer. Hanbun, half. Shukudai ga hanbun awarimashita. I finished half the homework. Question 16. 私の家に来ませんか? 私の家に来ませんか? Won't you come to my house? Alright, so 来る, which changes to 来ます in polite form, or 来ませんか, which is kind of like won't you do this, won't you come? So you might know the character for 来る is this one. So this is the right answer, 来ませんか? This is tree. It's also pronounced as ki, but it's not even a word here, so that's incorrect. And both of these are incorrect as well. Notice that there's 2 strokes here in between the horizontal lines. This has the 2 strokes, but there is no line going straight through that first horizontal stroke here. And it's actually a completely different stroke order as well. This doesn't have the 2 little dashes in between the horizontal lines, so that's also incorrect. So the right answer is number 1. 17. 昨日、田中さんと会いました。昨日、田中さんと会いました。So yesterday, 昨日、田中さんと with Mr. Tanaka, 会いました。met. So we've got, and these are not written correctly because this is a test and they're trying to trick you. So, 見ました, if this was the right answer, wouldn't have this I here because the I is inclusive of mi, and it would just be this character, mashita, mimashita, to see. But we've got aimashita. This is the character to meet, and the I in ao or aimas, which is conjugated here, aimashita to the past tense, is correct here. So aimashita. A here, and imashita. Aimashita. Kakimasu, to write. This is incorrect. This is not even how you would write kakimasu. This would be a ki instead of an I. And this would be hanashimashita, which is also written incorrectly. So our answer, 会いました is number 3. Question 18. 妹と同じ服を買いました。妹と my younger sister. So 妹と同じ the same 服妹と同じ服 the same clothes as my younger sister or 買いました I bought the same clothes as my younger sister. Again, pay attention to the kanji. Don't confuse the different strokes. 同じ has an open-ended box with a horizontal stroke and a little closed box underneath. Notice there's no horizontal stroke, as well as this is a closed box. No horizontal stroke, and this is a closed box. So these incorrect, 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 同じ. And 同じ means same. So this is correct. Okay, so in between the brackets, に何を入れますか? So what should you insert in the brackets? 1、2、3、4から一番いいものを一つ選んでください. So from 1, 2, 3, and 4, select the best answer. あそこでバスに something. So あそこで over there, バスに the bus, something, we do something to the bus over there. So we've got 乗りました to get on or to ride. 着きました arrive. 上がりました to ascend or 入りました. So the correct answer logically is 乗りました。あそこでバスに乗りました。I got on the bus over there. You wouldn't use に here if you were going to use 着きました。You would say が、バスが着きました。or は if you wanted. に doesn't make sense. 私の部屋はこの something の2階です。私の部屋はこの something の2階です。So my room, as for my room, 私の部屋はこの something の2階です。is something second floor 2階. So we've got elevator, aircon, air conditioning, pool, a swimming pool, or apato. So really the only answer that even makes sense here is apato. So the second floor of the apartment. Apato no 2階. 私の部屋はこのアパートの2階です. So the correct answer here is 4. 佐藤さんはギターを上手に something. Now, 佐藤 is a person, 佐藤さん. Guitar, a guitar. Or 上手に to do something well. So he does something well with the guitar. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, he plays guitar well. Well, that's correct. English thinking. And that might lead you to select answer 4, asobimasu, which means to play. But in Japanese, they think a bit more logically or directly, I guess you could say, when it comes to playing the guitar. And they think about plucking the strings or pulling the strings. So that means hikimasu is the right answer here because this means to pull or to pluck. The other answers we had here were utaimasu, which means to sing, or kikimasu, which means to listen. So the right answer here is answer 3. Sato-san wa gitar o jouzu ni hikimasu. So if you think about it literally, Sato plucks the guitar well, but in Japanese that's just how you describe playing a guitar, hikimasu. Next question. テーブルにお皿と箸を something ください. So on the table, お皿と箸を plates and chopsticks, or so we're directly modifying these we're impacting these, so the plates and the chopsticks. Something kudasai. So this is some kind of question or some kind of command or request, sorry. Narabete, to arrange or line up. Totte could be to take. Tabete, eat. Aratte, to wash or clean in most circumstances. Now, because this is on the table, it's probably not going to be clean. Maybe if this was a kitchen or a sink, we might use aratte. Tabete, we're not going to, because this is o, imagine we didn't have this first part, teiru ni. It just said hashi and osara. Osara to hashi. If this was de, we might be able to say tabete, because de means by means of or through using. So hashi de would be by using chopsticks. Hashi de taberu, to eat with chopsticks. But it's o. So we're doing something to the chopsticks and plate. We're not using them, we're doing something to them. So the correct answer, if you can think about the image in your head, we're putting the plates and chopsticks on the table, so we'd be arranging them. So naraberu, which is to arrange, is the correct answer here. Narabete, and it's a command, so we have to use te form. Narabete kudasai. Teburu ni osara to hashi o narabete kudasai. Question 2. 22 for that matter. Kesa souji o shita kara heya wa something desu. Kesa, this morning. Souji o shita kara. Shita kara, because I did that. Souji o shita kara, because I did the cleaning. Souji is cleaning. Heya wa, the room is something. So when we think about this, if we've cleaned the room, most likely it's going to be pretty or clean. And that's what our first answer here is, kirei. You could describe a person as kirei, and that means they'd be pretty. But you could describe a place or a location as kirei also, and that could mean clean. Kitanai, dirty. So maybe it was dirty before, and souji o shita kara kirei ni narimashita. It became clean. Akarui, bright. Kurai. So these are opposites, but they don't really make sense here because we've cleaned the room, so there's no reason that that would impact the brightness of the room. So kirei is the correct answer. Kyou wa 500 something oyogimashita, to have swum. I swam. Kyou wa 500. So today something I swam. So I swam 500 something. Do could be degrees. So that's incorrect. Ban, no. Meitoru, meters. That looks correct. Gramu, grams. Meitoru, 500 meitoru, 500 meters. Kyou wa 500 meitoru oyogimashita. I swam 500 meters. So that's correct. Answer 3. 24. 駅から大使館までの something を書いてください。駅から from the station. 大使館 embassy. までの so 駅から大使館までの so from the station to the embassy. No, so something to do with from station to the embassy. を書いてください。写真 a photo. No. 地図 that looks correct. 手紙 a letter. No, that doesn't make sense here. Kippu, ticket, that doesn't really make sense either. So if we wanted to go from the station to the embassy, we might want a map, and we might want someone to kaite, kaku, to write that for us. So we might ask someone to write a map or draw, you could even say, a map from the station to the embassy. So that means the correct answer here is chizu, number 2. うるさいからテレビを something ください。消して、つけて、閉めて、開けて。Now, we think about turning the television on and off. So, 消して is kind of like turn off or remove in Japanese depending on context. So, 消して is correct here. テレビを消してください like turn the TV off. つけて would be to turn it on. 閉めて close. 開けて open. So the correct answer here is 消して or 消す in its dictionary form. 今日は something が降っています。降っています means to come down or like to descend. 今日は曇り and this is, you'll generally hear this when hearing about the weather. This is a question about the weather. 曇り is cloudy. 晴れ sunny. 風 windy. 雪 snow. You might hear 雨が降ってます. You'll hear this more commonly. Rain is falling. But the only other thing in these options that can really descend or fall would be yuki, snow. Wind can't fall, hare, the sun isn't going anywhere, or sunny weather. And clouds, they generally don't fall from the sky, do they? So the correct answer is yuki. 今日は雪が降っています. It's snowing. 27. 箱にリンゴが something あります. So, how many apples? We're going to use the picture as a stimulus here. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 apples. But which of these means 5? 4つ 5つ 6つ 7つ. Again, I stress that you practice your counters, especially for the most basic ones. The correct answer here is 5つ. This is 5. You might think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is 5. But when we talk about counters here, there are 5 apples. And when we use this specific counter, this is a general counter, like something tsu. There are 5. 5つ 5 apples. リンゴ apple. 箱にリンゴが5つあります。メガネは机の something にあります。メガネは机の something にあります。So the glasses, メガネ, where are they? They're on top of the table. They're not underneath. They're not next to. They're on top of. So soba, yoko kind of represent to the side or next to. Shita, underneath. So maybe if we had kaban, kaban は机の下にあります。カバンは机の下にあります。It would be correct, but we've got メガネ glasses. So the correct answer here is 上 on top of. メガネは机の上にあります。Okay, so part 4, getting to the end here. Got an example. ここは出口です。入り口はあちらです。So we have to select, after reading this example, the answer that makes the most sense. あちらから出てください。あちらから降りてください。あちらから入ってください。あちらから渡ってください。So, from a 出口, which is an exit, we might 出る or leave. However, from an 入り口, we're going to 入る, which means to enter. So, 入って is a て form, and this is a command, 入ってください. And あちら, because if we read the example and pay attention, ここは出口です. So here is the exit. 入り口は the entrance is あちら over there. So あちらから, so from over there, 入ってください. You can enter, or please enter from over there. Okay, so let's look at the first example here. 毎晩国の家族に電話します. 毎晩 every night. 国の家族 family from the country family. に電話します to call. So 毎晩 every night I think is the part we need to pay attention here. Looking from these answers. 夜は時々 sometimes. 国の家族に電話します. So the endings are all the same here. 国の家族に電話します. I call the family from the country. 夜は at night. 朝は in the morning. So we know that the answer must include yoru because this means night. And 毎晩 is every night. So that means this is incorrect. And then we need to look at what mai would represent, which means every. So tokidoki is sometimes. Itsumo is always. So yoru wa itsumo kuni no kazoku ni denwa shimasu. I always call at night. The family at night. So answer 3 is correct here. Coming up towards the end here. Question 30. この町には有名な建物があります。この町には有名な建物があります。So, in this town, there's a famous 建物, which is a building. この町には有名なビルがあります。この町には有名なお茶があります。この町には有名なケーキがあります。この町には有名な公園があります。So, 建物 is a synonym for ビル, and ビル means building. So, the only part of the sentence that's changing here is this section after 有名な famous. So, we've got a famous building, a famous green tea, a famous cake, a famous park. So, of course, if 建物 means building, ビル, which also means building, is correct. この町には有名なビルがあります. There's a famous building in this town. Answer 1 is correct. 31. その映画は面白くなかったです。その映画は面白くなかったです. So that movie was not interesting or not funny. Our possible answers are その映画は楽しかったです。その映画はつまらなかったです。その映画は短かったです。その映画は長かったです. So, it was fun. It was boring. It was short. Or it was long. So, if something was not interesting, you might also describe it as being boring. So that would lead us to believe that つまらない, which means boring, but in the past tense, つまらなかった, it was boring, would be the most correct answer here. その映画, that movie, はつまらなかったです. That movie was boring. So the correct answer is 2. 誕生日は6月15日です. 6月15日. So, June 15th. The birthday is June 15th. So the only part of the sentence here that's changing is the end. So, 6月15日に結婚しました. Got married. No, can't be got married. テストが始まりました. The test began. No link to a birthday yet. 生まれました. To be born. That seems correct here. Your birthday would be the day you were born. So I'm going to say that's correct, but let's look at the final answer. 国へ帰りました. I returned to the country. So no, that has no relevance. So correct answer here is 3. 生まれました. 誕生日 and 生まれました obviously linked. So 6月15日に生まれました. I was born on the 15th of June. I think this is the final question. So number 33. 2年前に 京都へ行きました。2年前に 2 years ago 京都へ行きました。I headed to Kyoto. 昨日京都へ行きました。Yesterday I went to Kyoto. No. おととい京都へ行きました。2 days ago. No. 去年京都へ行きました。Nope. That's last year. おととし京都へ行きました。Now, we don't really have words like this in English, like おととい or おととし. But this means not last year, but the year before or 2 years ago. If you were to go the other way, you have 今日 today, 明日 tomorrow, あさって 2 days later. So the correct answer here is おととし京都へ行きました。おととし means 2 years ago. 2年前に is also 2 years ago. So that's the correct answer. And that concludes this practice paper for the JLPT N5 vocabulary section. I hope it wasn't too difficult and that you could understand my explanations, and good luck if you're taking the N5 exam. I'll be going over some more examples and different sections of the N5 exams and up, so make sure to subscribe to this channel to stay up to date with any future content. And until next time, mata ne!